Hello everyone, welcome to the Smashi Sports Show in Ramadan. So first of all, Ramadan Kareem.
Ramadan Kareem, Majid, Ramadan Kareem, everyone.
How is
Hello.
Ramadan treating you, Aziz?
For now, I'm still handling myself. I don't know. You have to ask me 2 hours later.
I think mornings are good,
Yeah.
but you have to like hydrate yourself enough to last the day, right?
I think the best thing is that the first 2 days were on a weekend.
Yeah.
So now it's the third day. Now it's the real start of it.
Yeah. So yeah, work days will be a little difficult. So get your training in, get your Google all the things that you can eat in your suhoor, which
Yes,
keep
this
you
is extremely
energized
important.
and hydrated throughout the day. I think it's around 16-hour fast, around 15 to 16, right?
Actually, there are two type of people. The one like me who doesn't wake up in the morning for
Oh,
suhoor, so I just take it from what I took in the night and I just live with it.
Yeah.
Because I can't stand actually.
So you
wake
don't
up.
even wake up for water or something?
I take everything before I sleep.
Nice. That's a good plan. Yeah.
That's not the best plan ever, but yeah.
But so it becomes kind of like what's it called? There's a term for it. People do it generally as well. Something fasting, overnight fasting or something. There's a term for it.
Okay.
But yeah, people usually do this like 12 hours they don't eat anything, then 12 hours they replenish. Intermittent fasting. Intermittent
Yeah.
fasting is kind of like fasting
Similar,
in general.
similar to it.
But yeah, happy Ramadan to all of you. We have a great news coming out in Ramadan, so we'll kick off with it. I'll tell you the highlights first of all. Egyptian NFL prospect Ahmed Hassanein is turning heads ahead of the NFL draft. He's one of the guys
Oh.
who people are looking at. He will become the first Egyptian if he gets drafted for any team. Then we're going to talk about Dania Akeel. She becomes the first woman to win the FIA Challenger award, which happened in Abu Dhabi. So that is one of the news. And apart from that, we have a lot of things happening. I think you guys covered Salah and the rumors of him going to Bayern on Friday.
Yeah, we covered the
Yeah,
rumors about Salah
yeah.
and the
So, but
16 years old
yeah.
Chelsea talent who will represent Morocco.
Yeah, and one of the big stories is Abu Dhabi's Manchester United, which is owned by Sheikh Mansour, His Highness. They are the most valuable team in the world with $1.34 billion worth.
One
They've
point
beaten
what?
$1.34 billion. That's the team value right now.
Okay.
And this is the highest. Imagine beating Vinicius Junior's Real Madrid. I call it Vinicius Junior's because I think he's the highest, I think, in value player for them right now. If they sell him, they'll get at least 300, 400 million out of him, right? If they sell it to the Saudi Pro League, who are planning a very big move for him. But these are the big three stories. And let's start with our first contender for today, Egyptian Ahmed Hassanein, who was born in the United States but grew up in Egypt, has played college football as a defensive lineman for the Boys State Broncos since 2021. And he took part in the 2025 NFL Combine. He recorded impressive marks in the 40-yard dash, 4.77 seconds. That's the dash he did that's the time he recorded in the 40-yard dash, and the vertical jump was 82.55 centimeter. Doing good. He
That's
measured.
impressive.
Yeah, and he's 1.86 meter tall, 121 kg with an arm length of 81.915 centimeters. I'm telling you all these numbers because these matter in NFL, National Football
Yes,
League. Yeah.
the dash and the
Yeah.
vertical jump, and I mean it's a complete
Yeah.
sport. NFL it's not an easy sport.
Yeah. Just
And,
the tackling part, it's so difficult, right? Just getting tackled and doing the tackle. It's so
Both ways,
scary,
yes.
right? Seems like a WWE World Wrestling move, but that is more staged. This is real.
This
You
is real,
actually get tackled a lot in NFL. So as a senior, Hasnain tallied 48 total tackles and 9.5 sacks.
oh, with the team with the boys state.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they finished 12-2 overall and reached the college football playoffs. He's expected to be a late round pick in the 2025 draft, NFL draft, and will be the first Egyptian to play in the final in the NFL. So that's one of the biggest achievements.
That's impressive. Yeah.
Egyptians are doing good, bro. Egyptians are doing great in terms of
Gypsies
sports.
are taking over the world.
Yeah. And I know everyone is expecting what I'm going to say next and what Aziz is going to say next. Yeah, Salah and Marmoush. They're like, I think those Salah put Egypt on the football map. everyone now knows Mohamed Salah. I know there have been greater players who've played like in
Yeah,
other
but
leagues,
the
but Salah
greatest.
is like the biggest pin
True,
on
true,
the world
true.
map in Egypt. And Omar Marmoush is doing great things for Manchester City. And now this another Egyptian athlete rising to the occasion in NFL. His story is pretty interesting. Uh, if you go to the, did you see the story, Aziz,
Of
by any
Hassan?
chance? If this guy, Mohamed Hassanein,
Yeah.
apparently he didn't begin playing organized football until 2019. So it's just been 5 years he's been playing and he's already in contention. So he signed with Boy State coming out of Southern California's Loara High School and broke out during his junior season, recording 53 total tackles and 12.5 sacks. Good number
Yeah,
for
I
a new
mean,
guy.
sometimes I know a lot of players that they join late. They start
Yeah.
playing late. Like even Pogazol, the Spanish one, he starts playing basketball age of 19.
Yeah.
He's a superstar and a legend. Also, our Tunisian basketball legend who played in the NBA, he started basketball 19 also or 20 years old.
Nice.
So
So starting late doesn't mean that you've missed.
exactly, it doesn't mean
Yeah.
like you miss. I mean, starting early it gives you a good boost for it, but starting late sometimes is good.
Yeah, you just need to put in the hard work as Ronaldo and have some dash of talent as Messi, and you can make it big even if you start late. Mohamed Hasnain,
And just focus on it. I mean,
yeah, latest example coming directly from the land of pharaohs, Egypt, right? Next up, Dania Akeel, a woman athlete story, really inspiring. She became the first woman to win the FIA Challenger Award. She achieved a historic win for Saudi Arabia in the Challenger Award at the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge 2025, becoming the first woman to win an event in the history of the championship since its launch in 2022. So, in the last 3 years, no woman has won it. She's the first one to win it. And she's a pioneer in motorsports. Dania's victory is a testament to the strength and determination of Saudi women. They're breaking barriers. And not only on the local stage, on the global stage as well. So that's an interesting story that came across. We were in the morning talking about women empowerment in the Middle East as a whole. You know a lot about basketball. Do we have big basketball teams here? Women basketball teams? We have, right? In the
women
region.
basketball
Yeah.
team.
Middle East, Saudi, UAE, maybe.
Yeah, we have some basketball team, but in UAE they play 4 versus 4 or 3 versus 3. I think
Oh, nice.
the 3 versus 3 one we have very good teams in terms of women.
But not only good teams, at least if they're playing, I think that's one of the biggest signs that at least they're becoming a part
They're doing
of
it.
everyday sports, right?
Yeah.
And you talk about the underdeveloped countries. I think women empowerment with sports is one of the biggest things we see in India. The Asian side where I come from, women have been taking part in basketball. One of the Olympic gold medalists for India, Mary Kom, she's a legend in India. She was a boxer. So there's a lot of stories from underdeveloped countries because we see there's in the developed world like US, you have legends, women legends,
Yeah,
like
they've
in
been
athletics
breaking
and
records since day one.
even in Europe, a lot of women legends are there. But now in the recent last decade or so, I've seen a lot of women. The badminton world champion Sania Nehwal, she was Indian. She won the world championships. She won Olympic golds. She was replaced by another woman. I forgot the name of the new one, but Sania Nehwal has been a legend. Sania Mirza is a legend in tennis. She was the Grand Slam champion in doubles. She's won so many tournaments. She lives in Dubai, by the way. So she's one of the stars that she's usually there at a lot of events nowadays. They call him to talk about determination and how do you have this like skill of always going on
And always winning at the
yeah,
top.
always winning, always staying at the top. So yeah, women doing great things in sport coming from Saudi
to see
Arabia as
that.
well. Yeah,
So
good to see
happy
that.
to see that.
And then let's move back to the UAE, Abu Dhabi. Sheikh Mansour, Abu Dhabi's Sheikh Mansour, who owns Manchester City, has a medal to his chest, another medal to be honest, another feather in his cap that Manchester City is still the most valuable team at $1.34 billion in the world. And it's just not that they're beating small teams, very, very big
$1.34
teams.
billion.
Yeah, 1.34 billion. That's a lot of amount. And they've beaten Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, and Manchester United in the Premier League. And out of the Premier League, the other big clubs we know all Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG, even France's PSG, the biggest club in France.
Yeah.
They've beaten them. Germany's
Bayern, I think
Munich.
Bayern also is there.
Yeah. So across the top 5 leagues, top 5 European leagues, still Manchester City is the most valued team.
Yeah,
But Real Madrid
and
are
I think
very
it's-
close.
We have a lot of England clubs. Right?
Yeah.
It's not
I
just
think-
Manchester. I think Liverpool has money.
Yeah, it's
also,
just-
Chelsea is a big.
Yeah.
Is a big team. Manchester United
Yeah.
also. Tottenham.
Yeah. And Chelsea was recently like acquired by Ted Bowley for billions of dollars. They're doing pretty bad. But yeah, there's a lot of money that goes into this. These clubs, a lot of people come in. I remember the very first time Manchester City bought the shares of Abu Dhabi, Sheikh Mansour, City Football something. They made a City Football Group. They made the group and then they owned Manchester City. First they bought like something shares and then eventually they bought the whole shares for the team. And since then, Manchester City hasn't stopped. So many Premier League titles. Finally, won Champions League title as well. League Cup, Community Shield, you name it. They've won everything literally that can be won in Premier League and in international football as well. So they're doing great. And the numbers show it. I think the most value in terms of if you talk about players, Haaland is the most expensive one they have right now.
Yeah,
If he goes to some
he
club,
is the expensive
yeah.
asset, probably.
I think if he transfers soon enough, which he won't, obviously, he's scoring a lot of goals, winning a lot of things. Not this year, they're doing pretty bad this year. We're very sad as UAE residents. We want our club to win, Abu Dhabi club, Manchester City to win. But we're happy. Salah's Liverpool is at the top. So, win-win situation for us. But yeah, this is all happening in the world of sports.
Yep.
There's a lot of other news coming out. You can watch handball matches, by the way, they're happening on Smashi TV. It's available on every device, Android or Apple. It's available on any type of screen. Just go to smashi.tv and you can
And you can
subscribe.
check the highlights on the Smashi Sports
Yeah.
Instagram page, on our socials.
Yeah. So there's a 16-year-old Chelsea talent, Ibrahim Rabaj. He's chosen Morocco as his country to play with.
Yeah, we talked about it
Yeah.
last time.
Very interesting story.
Interesting
16-year-old taking the decision to play for which country, right? I don't know what you and me were doing at 16. At least we were not taking decisions
I
which
swear.
country I'll represent, right?
I swear, I don't even. I start to remember
Yeah.
my life starting from 22. I think I don't even remember what's happened before that.
Yeah. But if you were like, you love basketball, right? If you
Yeah.
were given an opportunity to play in any country for any national team, which would it be? I think it's NBA by very, but which club?
I'm a Chicago fan.
Right, Chicago
I'm a
Bulls?
Chicago
Yeah,
fan.
but-
But apart from US, I love playing in an environment where the fans are huge. Like for example, in Greece.
Yeah.
Or
That's
in,
very big,
yeah,
right?
Turkey.
Yeah.
Like there's some games in EuroLeague, like 60,000 supporters yelling, and
Nice.
with that atmosphere, I really love it.
And you would miss a shot and you'll
And
be
you
like,
would miss
bro.
the shot, and everyone would be laughing at you and hating for you.
Just be sometimes I think the biggest motivator for players when I see matches, like you look from an outsider perspective, and you've played it. I've played football and cricket a lot. I think you score a goal, that doesn't motivate you enough to score a goal. The missing part, if you miss a goal, like very open chance, you could have scored, that motivates you more to do like, now I have
if you
to
miss,
score.
then you have to do it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
they kill you.
Yeah, so I think fans are very, very big part. And in the UAE, in the Middle East, Saudi Pro League, we've seen that a lot of supporters of football, the Saudi Pro League, if you look at the matches, trust me, sometimes I think I've started seeing some of the matches. I'm very interested in since the Netflix documentary came out.
Yeah, and
I see the big.
a lot of fans are actually
Yeah.
attending, and it's
Yeah,
like
the
the
bigger
numbers
matches,
are
it's-
growing and evolving.
It's like a festival there in bigger
I
matches.
was thinking the first sight. I was thinking that these fans are just there for the big names. They just want to see
Yeah.
Cristiano. They just want to see Benzema. They just want to see. But then no, they're not. They're not there. They're there for the team. You know?
Yeah.
They're there for supporting the
That's
team.
the
They're
most
for-
interesting part, but
Yeah.
it has such a rich history that it's not just like now in the last 2-3 years since Saudi Pro League became big. they started filling stadiums. Even before that, even before the big stars coming, when I was seeing the documentary, I saw historical footage in it. And I was like, the stadiums are full, the flares are on, people are fighting each other. It's like a proper
Football
England
environment.
football
Yeah,
environment.
true,
You usually see this fighting, the England Barmy Army and all these players. They have songs and everything. You always think of it in the European perspective. But then I saw the documentary, I was like, no, it happened. It was happening.
It happened,
It's
yeah.
just the stars coming gave it a little more limelight. It brought it to the world that, yeah, football is happening in this region.
Football is still sick.
Good football is happening in this region. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. Pretty short show. We're trying to, because we're fasting, so fasting, yeah, can't speak a little. We'll get thirsty. Throat will give up after a few hours. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. We'll keep doing the show Monday and Friday every week. You can join us at
And
around
I
11.
think we have a special episode on Saturday now. With
nice.
Hisham.
Yeah. It's only on audio platforms, but yeah, you can
only
listen
on
to
audio
it.
platform.
Yeah.
On Saturdays, otherwise we keep getting the episodes on Monday and Friday.
So yeah, join us every day.
Always a pleasure to have you, Majid.
Thank you so much, Aziz, for joining me today. You can follow Smashi Sports on every platform, wherever you want. Luckily, now we have 1.5 million listeners. We grew from 1.34 to 1.5 million listeners across
that's a
all
good
our
number. I like
platforms.
the number.
Yeah, so we have a Love in Dubai show, which goes online at 8:30. We have a Smashi Business show, which goes at 10. So yeah, you can join all our podcast platforms, all our city platforms, all wherever you are.
We're there.
Yeah, we're there. We're there. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're one of the 1.5 million listeners, thank you so much for listening to us. And keep telling us what you like and what you don't like, and we'll talk about that.
Yep.
Give us your
Ramadan
feedback.
Kareem again, guys.
Ramadan Kareem. Bye bye.
Bye.